Not identified here. Thanks for joining me. This is just a quick warning. In my behavior of Cindy Watts video, I think it's only fair to point out that she did not have all of the available information at the time of this media interview, meaning she believed that Shanann was guilty and responsible at the time. And I am not here to pick apart a grieving woman that's lost three beautiful grandbabies and daughter-in-law. However, I think it's only fair game in that she agreed to do a media interview, and this is to gain whatever insights can be gained into looking at the mind of Chris Watts. It only makes sense to look at the behavior and statements of his mother. So, with that, enjoy the video. Not identified here with Cindy Watts, Chris Watts' mommy. Let's see what insights can be gained.
I wake up every morning just crying, thinking this is not going to be what's going to happen every single day. It's just so hard to get through it. I just don't know how to get through it.
Tell me about his childhood. Did he play sports? Was he in Scouts?
Very creepy, guys. He was just smiling away. Weird.
What kinds of things did
Yes,
he
he
do?
played sports. He played sports from the time he was 5 years old up until he was 17. And he was in basketball, he was in baseball, he was in football. And,
did he ever sleep?
Loved NASCAR. He and his dad went to the NASCAR races all the time. Loved sports.
Jeez, we
loved
get it.
Sports. And he was a good kid. Had two best friends, and that's who he grew up with, and still are friends with them today. And there's nothing that would have predicted any of this could have ever happened.
Yeah.
Nothing in his childhood at all.
She's a bit over adamant there, really shaking her head, overemphasizing at all. So maybe the stage of grief she's in, but a bit odd.
I would have never in a million years thought something like this could happen to him at all.
You didn't see things like...
Interesting. Interesting choice of words there, guys. But it could be denial.
Into fights or...
No fighting. He was quiet, and he got along with people. And he didn't start anything, and he was a perfect teenager, tell you the truth. He did not even rebel.
Bit of a red flag there.
He wanted to go to NASCAR Tech. We made that possible for him.
What did he do after he finished school?
He worked at the dealership as a service technician.
Just beaming there.
And was making good money and
Very
loved
proud.
it. He bought a toolbox, and he started buying his tools, and enjoyed it. He was.
There it is. He was more comfortable with tools and machinery than people. That's why he skirted by for so long without people realizing something big time was wrong.
When and where did he meet Shanann?
They met in...
Frowning begins.
He liked her, she liked him, but it didn't, I don't think that was love at first sight or anything.
Ooh, dig it, Shanann there.
They took a little while and I guess got to know each other and, dated. It was always a little strange that she always said a lot of things about Chris in front of
Look at that anger written on her face.
me that I didn't like. Like, this isn't the kind of person I would date.
She was not like Shanann. Anger, resentment, scowling, sneering.
He doesn't know how to do this, or he doesn't know how to do that. He looks like a skater boy.
Did he?
Look at his hair. Look how much stuff he puts on his hair. It was just on and on and on, and I just got a bad feeling.
And they got married in 2012. Did they get married in North Carolina?
They did. Mm-hmm.
How was that?
Oh, we didn't attend.
Really?
Wow. They didn't even show up for their own son's wedding. That's manipulative. That's sending a message that, hey, I don't approve and I'm going to make life difficult for all of you. And that's underhanded, manipulative, wrong.
We didn't attend because Shanann and I just couldn't get along.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Everybody can get along for a wedding. It's a short time. You're a grown up. You can deal with it. I don't buy that for a second.
And I didn't like the way she treated him.
What do you know about their marriage and their issues?
Oh, very little. Very little. You can only observe. I could only observe what I saw when I was around them.
So social media, perhaps? What was that about when I was around? Maybe that's because you didn't go to their wedding. You didn't mend fences. You didn't make an effort.
Was always seemed anxious, and he when she needed something, I mean, he would run. He wouldn't walk, he would run, he would get it. He just always seemed to be right there at her beck and call.
Look at that anger on her face. Anger, almost jealousy even. What the hell is wrong with the husband trying to help out? Shanann had health issues. She had been pregnant twice. There's nothing wrong with the husband helping out. But clearly she is jealous and resentful that maybe she was replaced as the motherhead figure. Just saying.
And did that seem odd to you? Or?
Very odd. It was very odd. He just seemed nervous.
So how much did you see them over these last 6 years?
Probably twice a year. We would go up there.
I see some
Did
regret on her face there.
Yeah, we would stay with them and stay a week and then come back home.
Tell me about Bella and Celeste.
Oh, Bella was just like Chris, just like him, shy, cautious, conservative. Cece was a ball of fire. I mean, she was fearless, completely fearless. She just loved to run, 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 run. So they were wonderful. It breaks my heart to know that they're not here. They were beautiful children, beautiful children.
What did they call you?
She seemed genuine there, but again, a lack of emotion and flat affect. Where have we seen that before? Chris Watts? Could be denial, grief. I'm not here to pick this lady apart, but I'm just saying it's a bit odd. I don't know how she could get through that without shedding a tear.
Mimi.
Mimi? And how about Ronnie? What did they call?
Papa.
Do you think Chris loves Shanann?
Oh God, he loved her. Yes, I believe he loved her at first. I believe he did. But I think as the years went on, I think it just being in that kind of a relationship, which the social worker even said that marriage should have ended a long time ago.
Oh my God, you guys, that's the biggest revelation, I think, in the whole interview. A social worker? Who called them? Who? When? Why? I would like to know. That's a pretty big deal. Was it because Shanann was sick? Did you call the social worker? What the hell is that about? How did you know what the social worker said?
Shanann's pregnancy, and what did Chris tell you about that? Was he excited?
No.
Ooh.
I don't think he was.
Wow.
I think it was a shock to him.
Look
And
at
he
his
said
face
that
there,
they
guys.
have been
I think he had a part in it. It was his idea.
talking about divorce. That they are not compatible anymore.
I'll leave
And
you here.
he
Like,
was not
share,
happy
subscribe.
anymore. And I finally thought he's finally